Hello fam, good tidings. Friday the 13th of December. Bad luck for some, good luck for me. Here we go. From the top, Peter Piper picks a peckle pickle pepper. The peckle picker Peter Piper picked was in propria persona. From the top again, Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The peckle pecker Peter Piper picked. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked was Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked was propria persona. Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked propria persona. Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle picker Peter Piper picked. It's not so easy. It's only there for one or two. Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The peckle picker Peter Piper picked. Practice makes perfect. I need some lyrical MCs to do these with me, and so then we can swap the Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The peckle picker Peter Piper picked. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper propria persona picked was hotter in propria persona. Lyrical MCs, assassins of vocassins. Vocassins, that's vocabulary assassins. I want some vocassins on the scene. I want a house mafioso with the Jeremito. Let's flex them Weetos. I'll stop there. Just to say it again, Peter Piper picked a peckle pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked was propria persona. I've mastered it. I've been doing it now and again. Josh X sent me something the other day, which was a beatbox on a WhatsApp, and I answered something like, Peter Piper picked, and off we went again. So I'm looking for energetic, dexterous, lyrical assassins, lyrical vocassins, and we're going to put words of multiple syllables, 5 to 10, if there is such a 10. I can't think of one now. And then we're going to loop it 4x4 old school rhythms, and we're going to maybe sample some of the tracks from the olden days, and we will reinterpret with the melodies. If you've got any of your homegrown tracks or musical productions that you'd like to consider throwing into the mix, then that's all the more better. If we can do it organic, homegrown, and from the heart, you can lend us your beats. We will lace our lyrics on top, and we will come up with something that is wholesome and brand new just for you. Akala, Low-Key, K-Reno, Immortal Technique, English Frank. I think that's enough to be going on for now. Check out Fire in the Booth if you haven't already done so, by Akala, and yes, Charlie Sloth, Radio 1. You can do better. All right, let's get some of these old school homegrown godfathers of Jack's house. Thank you, brother Kev, Jack and Jill. In the beginning there was Jack, and Jack had a groove beyond all grooves, and he had a house, and there's been a lot of remixes of that tune, and of other such House Nation anthems. Our house in the middle of our street. Okay, Zodiacs have houses, and you all have an estate and a house of, such as the monarchy there, Windsor, previous aka Battenberg, aka doing business as. So yes, very, very, glad tidings on this Friday the 13th, 2019. We have bumbling Honey Monster in number 10. Let the healing begin. Well, the only way man's going to heal, never mind your people, Boris, is with resonant frequency, linear, standing, non-linear, etc. Coming into 2020 vision with the celestial alignment, energies, consciousness. 100 monkeys. I'm going to get 10,000. It's going to be like Planet of the Apes meets something like Lucy. or I can't think now, where we have this film where he takes a pill and it makes him better at things, and it sorts his brain out. There's a film, I was talking with somebody the other day, and the title escapes me, of this film, but he takes pills, a drug, and it sorts his brain out, and he can do magical things with it. Well, let us bring to you the frequency modulation, the resonant hertz, Gaia, that girl that I brought you, that's new, with the fifth and sixth dimensional paradigm shifts. There's lots to be going forward with. And Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked pro pria persona. You just got to practice stuff. I'm not particularly proud of this. This isn't my greatest achievement by far. It's just a mental dexterity practice of which I wanted to do to perform when I set myself an ambition. I generally like to achieve it. I'm quite OCD. On the spectrum of perfection, spectrum of perfection. I am not a saint, but I do like to set myself challenges, barriers, bust through steam trains, heading to the destination, or bust. So lyrical days for me are over as a microphone controller and a DJ. Club owners, they got a DJ and an MC for the price of not many euros at the time, so if any at all. Room, board, food and alcohol was gladly taken in exchange for services. When we say trade, levy and barter, it happens, it's been done. I've seen it, and it's excellent in its form. Promises are over. The honey monster will give you these promises over the forthcoming alleged healing time. Well done to the ones out there doing a bit of charitable work and giving and helping, sacrificing, helping fellow man, not the people, men helping men. I salute you in a spiritual salute, and on December the 25th I'm going to salute this day. I've seen a billboard, a Christmas that you can believe in. The Christmas that you can believe in is brought to you by a supermarket with a massive billboard showing a family with all these, delights and luxuries and commodities around them. And it's showing you that if you shop at this international supermarket chain, it will give you a Christmas that you believe in, even a 24-month matured, luxurious, gluttonous, cancer-causing probably, I don't make the claim, but if it's got lactose, fructose, syrup and such things in, are not wholesomely tested and fit for man, then I'd argue it possibly would be non-beneficial for consumption, but looks nice. So yes, moving on, a Christmas you can believe in. I saw that billboard, and that's what made me think, after having a chat with our princess about Martin Luther King, after mentioning that tune, Van Dag One Day, featuring Baccamat, Van Dag One Day, with a saxophone, thanks to her brother Jerry. I was mentioning to Yanka, and she knows Martin Luther King history from the Academy of Indoctrination, and I mentioned Charlie Chaplin, the dictator, and the Great Speech. Had she seen that? And I'd never noticed that Charlie had passed away on December the 25th, about 1977-ish. And I just thought, a Christmas you can believe in. What about recreating that speech and putting that out on Xmas, season? So that will be done. There's many projects to go on with for 2020. I will be live in accordance soon, once I've adjusted and sorted a few things out. Myself and Kev will be live on the .com over the weekend. And we'll pick it up over the next few weeks. So there's a lot happening, a lot to rejoice about. Jubilees, Renaissance, science, health, wealth, language, technology, futures. Yes, and long-time listeners, first-time callers. I do like that connection that we're making. You're saying, hello, Dave. watched you for a while. Just thought it's about time I said hello, or I'd like to immerse myself and say thank you, or let you know I've got some questions, or you make contact, send an email. And you've said long time listener, first time caller. Not, you haven't said those words, but that's how I can surmise and tell you, paraphrasing, what go on with my emails, messages, here, there and everywhere. Lots of you are making that transitional movement, that committal to the manifestation of things better. And yes, I'm happy to say thank you, much love. It's been excellent, all of you. You know, I make time if I have spoken to you, chatted to you, and you know, it's as much an honour for me as it is for you. When you say it's a bit weird chatting to me when you've watched me on Tube for 2 years and or so, and now we're chatting. So yeah, it's an honour and a privilege. I just wanted to say to the long time listeners, first time callers, brilliant, thank you, keep it coming. That can apply to many things, as I was saying to G-Star the other day. It can apply to when you connect and try to speak to something, the universe, your family, yourself, creative, universal Godhead inside you. You know, you've been listening to a long time, but you haven't called upon yourself for a long time. How you spend your time spent, spending money, spending credit, spending time, you know, and are you spending it well? And it's a great honour for us to remove that fear, help remove the fear. You remove the fear by your cognitive recognizance and your dissonance, your resonance of that dissonance and dissonance fractures, psyche fractures, resonance, vibration at the correct rhythms. It's just incredible. So knowing and believing the faith, and we are happy and proud to have brought that to quite a few of you, it seems, and you're letting us know. We've had testimonies galore, live on Tube, on the .com, and on the Facebook realms where we've been before, and continue to advertise. What else was I going to say? I've turned off the comments on the videos for now. I've got to take a moment and focus. So if you want to get in live chat and chatting, what I'm doing now is you'll get it on the cast and you'll be on the live chat there, and we'll encapsulate everything there. If you want to communicate via comments and so forth, then we can do via r.com and my primary email, david@splspro.com. And that should then keep everyone happy. I don't use the Book of Faces for primary contact messages or anything like that, because I don't like it, and I don't trust it. So I use the .com and I use email, and that's it. Sometimes the telephone, if you know, we're lucky enough, and then video chats, mono in mono, or through the .com again, or like this on Tube. But I've chosen to come offline, record, and give it you. Things are changing again, getting ready for I can't tell you what, you know what. Those that know, you go with the flow. Top Buzz, Coventry, The Eclipse, 1991. Can't Beat the System. Mikey B. Oh wow, Mikey B. I can't remember anybody else. Can't Beat the System. Go with the flow. If you're looking for that attitude, what was the rest of it? So yeah, back to the point. I need lyrical assassins to step forward. I'm going to look at the videos where I've asked for help. I need to catch up on all my comments and everything. That's another reason for turning them off. So I need to respect who's commented, and I would like to reply to each and every one over the Christmas, Xmas, festive, Yuletide, etc. season upon us now. The dark season, as I would call it, equinoxes and you know, Halloweens and so forth. The video with Sun and Moon, Patricia, Karen, Josh, James, myself, Charlie is getting some good feedback. A lot of you are saying you are now having bits lock into place that Santos has brought before, with the Christos, the Santa Crista, American Crisco oil, Christ-like consciousness, anointment, serpent, kundalini, What's the other one now? The inner spirit that they say is in the chest, about 2 inches big. The spirit, the soul, I don't know, I can't think of it. Not jinn. The essence. I'm sure it's an Indian word. The soul. It'll come to me when I've finished the cast, as I'm just about to go to sleep. Yeah, so I'm going to prioritise getting to some emails, responding to them, getting in touch with everybody on the .com, doing this DWP, ESA, Atos, response, etc. Update with Brother Kev, the living legend, and then what else? I'll be live as and when. I'll try and let you know on the platform, and then you'll get your notifications. Pay attention, let me know how it goes. I'll see you on the other side. Assassins, vocassins, I'd like us to invoices, much like the commercial realm, when they are wanting payment, settlement, accounts, charging, discharging, what, they invoice, don't they? Yes, and I think that in our voices, we'll go back to the natural resonance of, and we will pass a message. I believe that the musical loops and the programmability of the human psyche, brain, left, right, and subconscious, conscious know-how will be easily able to promote what we do if a few of us get together and push the musical interlude of this vocabulary, grammatical grammaton. I've got some extra ideas for this as well. So initially, music producers, sound engineers, anybody that's had any kind of musical production, artists, homegrown. You don't have to know how to use a computer. You can use just instruments, string and wind, and you've got musical songwriting ability, beats, bars, verses, choruses, crescendos, intros, outros, notes that clash, and this is all very important. It has to be done so it's fully harmonic, and then I can add other bits to it, and we can put it into other hertzian ranges, and etc. 428. We could go up to anything we want, and any range, frequency, and we'll see where we go. I'm interested, very interested to see what's out there, who's got talent. Sovereign's got talent, Initiate's got talent, Scholar's got talent, Creditor's got talent, whatever you want to call it, skills to pay the bills. That's not me putting on an accent, that's how I used to actually speak from rugby, I believe. Hi-fi, skills to pay the bills, gills, walls. And then I went to Sheffield and it got mixed up, then back to the Midlands, so forgive my accent for what, how it is. It's extremely mashed up, much like everything else in existence. So what else? I think that's it. Looking after the princess and my queen. I hope you're all doing well and looking after yourselves and the fam, giving peace and love. Hope you're not too stressed. I know some of you will be. I've spoke to quite a few of you over the last couple of weeks, and there's a lot going on. I will just say that I'm going to continue the good work. I'll be available more so after the 20th of December for 2 weeks-ish, and then we'll see what we can achieve. Pardon me. I'm very tired. It's been a long week. Not much sleep, energy in high demand, and so I'm very grateful, very happy, very ecstatic for the future. I'll say peace and love. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked. The pickle pepper Peter Piper. Can you say it, Yanka? You want to try it? Go on then, say it to my YouTube. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. The pickled pepper Peter Piper picked was hot. Just try and say the first part.
Pepper.
Yeah, Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper.
Peter Piper picked a pickled picker.
No. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper.
Peter.
You're too slow. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Do you want to try that one? Ah, bless her. That's it then. We'll say ciao. See you soon. Button moon.